Yeah, hey, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, Sergey. Yeah.
Yes, good to
How
see
old
you.
are you? It's perfect. That's
Yeah,
good. And make contact later.
I know.
Can
Yeah, we'll
every
talk.
time.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Amazing.
No problem.
Speak
Good to see you, Sergey. Yeah. Good to see you, mate.
This is Umar for BoxNation. We're at the 62nd WBC Annual Convention here in Hamburg, Germany. You got to get a jet to Monaco soon, haven't you?
In about an hour, yeah. We're just a few, 4 or 5 hours here. Important to be here. You know, I think obviously we've got a team of people, Jay Singh and Tom Dallas and everyone putting together all our pushes for our fighters in the ratings and championship committees. But nice to just come and show a bit of support. So I'm here for a couple of hours, head to Monaco for fight week, and it's been an impressive day.
Right, just sum up the biggest changes in terms of Matchroom fighters today from the ratings.
Oh, where do we start? So obviously Katie Taylor, perhaps the most significant of those, has relinquished her lightweight championships to maintain her position as undisputed champion at 140 pounds. We've been given to the 31st of January to make the fight with Amanda Serrano, or Chantel Cameron will be introduced as a mandatory challenger, which I think is a fair decision. Dalton Smith, who will fight in January for the European title, has also been declared a potential mandatory challenger for the winner of Puello against Sandor Martin. He'll fight in a final eliminator. Bam Rodriguez was given grace to try and make a unification fight at Superfly. Sky Nicholson was given grace to try and make a unification fight at featherweight, or she'll have to fight Tiara Brown, the mandatory challenger. Similar kind of situation to Katie Taylor. What else? Ishmael Davis against Bokacic. Looks like it could be a final eliminator for Sebastian Fundora, which would be unbelievable for Ish. Andy Cruz, talk of a lightweight tournament. Who am I missing? Eduardo Hernandez. We're looking to try and make him mandatory challenger for the super featherweight division.
Did Justice Huni have any movement?
We loads of fighters have been moved up the rankings for our pushing as well. So yeah.
Okay. I know the situation with Jack Cattrall and Dalton Smith was a little bit tricky to manage both your fights.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Jack has been ordered by the WBO to take a final eliminator against Barboza. We like the fight. We believe that fight could be for the interim championship, and we believe Teofimo might even move to 147 pounds. So if he does, that fight might even be for a vacant world title. So we're happy with that fight. We're trying to close it out for February in Manchester. Watch this space. Hopefully we get it done with Golden Boy.
Okay. On that as well, Teofimo Lopez calling out Jaron Ennis for a fight. Is that something we could see?
Yeah, I love the fight. I mean, the reason that we've stayed at 147 is to fight in unifications. He's desperate to unify Boots, but we also love the Teofimo Lopez fight. I think if we can't get a unification, I think we'll do the Teofimo Lopez fight. He's made a decision to stay at 47 for now. If we move to 54, we're fighting Virgil Ortiz. So one way or the other, next up for Boots is going to be a unification or a massive fight. But the fight fan in me loves Teofimo Lopez against Boots as well. But the priority to make a unification fight.
Seems like the negotiation, though, with Teofimo Lopez's team could be a nightmare, no? It's quite a wild character,
Yeah,
Teo.
no, I mean, look, we're speaking to Top Rank. Do you know what, Umar? I'm just a bit conscious of this super featherweight division.
Just picking us back up, negotiation process with Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, I think it's all come through Top Rank, and we get on very well with Top Rank. They're sensible, we're sensible. So yeah, I think it would have legs, but we've been asked by Boots to make a unification, so that's the number one priority.
With Top Rank, actually, we know their deal with ESPN is closing soon. Bob has come out publicly and said that there are talks going on with DAZN, so we could see another.
What, on the app? What, on the Dead Zone? Look, every promoter in the world wants to be on DAZN right now. So for me, the more the merrier. The more content, the more live shows we can deliver for the customer, the better.
We saw at the gala dinner, you weren't here, but His Excellency and Maurizio Suleiman announced a boxing Grand Prix that they're going to start. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was with His Excellency all night last night in London. I don't know too much about it, but sounds good, more the merrier.
Okay. Eddie, what happened, I've seen on IFL today, with Chris Eubank Jr.'s manager, Napa?
Nothing really. We're just debating why the fight can't get made. I mean, I get on very well with Napa. I like him a lot. But he's got a one-sided mindset, and probably I have as well. And the issue is we're arguing over 55 and 45%.
What is the split for that fight?
55-45. to Eubank. You know, we feel it's just a straight 50-50 split. No championships, two big names. They need each other, but they don't like each other. And the problem is now is before we would have got the fight made because they would have just maybe called each other up and had a chat. Now they can't stand each other. So the hatred is so bad now that I don't think we're going to get to agree a deal. So look, I've been asked by Conor to search and explore the Barrios fight for the WBC World title. It's one of the reasons we're here. It's one of the reasons Conor was here this week. But I'm not an idiot. I know that the Eubank fight is massive for everybody. And of course, most importantly, Conor Benn. So there's a lot of ego and a lot of, sort of bravado flying around. And we just got to try and be sensible and make good business.
Napa has told me that he's negotiating currently a fight with Arizona Lara.
Yeah, I mean, they might be, but what they're going to do? Fight Lara for $1 million, who'll win every round, even though he's 42. I mean, but this is what happens when no one's sensible. And maybe maybe there's got to be sense from both sides. I'm not saying that they've just got to accept that and that, but if they came back today and accepted 50-50, the fight's on. So it's hard when it's that close. We'll see where we get to. I've been here many times before.
You sent 2 offers to Barrios' team, correct?
For Boots and for Conor Benn.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But no, yes, I've made him 2 offers financially over the period, but we're talking to Louis de Cubas about Barrios against Benn, Barrios against Ennis, Stanionis against Ennis, so Stanionis against Giasov. So there's a lot of conversations going on.
Okay, but you believe that if you want to get Ben Barrios done
I think it's a big fight. I mean,
O2?
I think it's a tremendous fight at the O2. I think Conor Benn can win the WBC World title. But financially, it doesn't compare anywhere near to what he could fight Chris Eubank Jr., what he could make.
Okay. Not long to go now till the biggest event in boxing this year, I believe, with Usyk Fury 2. Obviously, you got heavy involvement with the undercard. The fight that really excites me is Dennis McGann, Pete McGrail.
I mean, I can't wait to get to Riyadh, number one. Can't wait to just witness Usyk against Fury 2. For me, Dennis McGann against Peter Grail is a fight that I've looked forward to more than so many fights. I just think he's such a brilliant fighter. I really like Dennis. I think he's a funny bastard and he's a really good fighter. I just think McGrail's going to beat him. And then, of course, you've got Johnny Fisher against Dave Allen. And you've got now Ishmael Davis against Bokacic, which could be a final eliminator. So it's a great undercard. It's going to be a huge event, and I'm just buzzing to get back to Riyadh. Obviously, we finish here in a couple of minutes, fly to Monaco for fight week, and then head out to Riyadh. So it's been a wonderful year and a wonderful finish to a hugely successful period.
Why are you leaning towards Fury in the main event?
Probably just heart, like my heart. You know what I mean? Like I think it's very difficult to pick against Usyk. You know, I'm backing Fury, but would you stick your money on Fury? Maybe not, but I think he's a man that's capable of doing extraordinary things. And to beat Usyk, he's going to have to do extraordinary things. I hope he does it because I like him and I like Spence and I've got to know those guys a little bit. But he's British. And I want him to fight AJ. And if he can fight AJ with a World Heavyweight Championship, it would be incredible. So get up there, Tyson Fury. Never thought I'd say this, but get up there, Tyson Fury, and go and get the job done and give us one of the special nights that we will witness. And good luck to you.
Lastly, just a bit off topic, I've seen Carl Froch has squashed quite a few beefs out in
Yeah.
Dubai at
Amir Khan and
Gareth Davis.
Yeah.
Would you say there's beef between you two or not?
Not really beef. I mean, look, we had a good shaking of the hand in Birmingham. It was a bit of a push and a pull. You know, it's like Eddie. You know, and it was actually, it's good to see. You know, Carl's one of those people that when I see him, it kind of everything comes flooding back, and you remember how many great times you shared together. And you know, he's very outspoken at the moment, which is always going to rattle a few people. But that's his newfound position in the world of boxing, and I find him quite funny actually. I think he's actually good at what he does. But I'm not going to agree with everything he says and vice versa. So I wouldn't say beef. We just don't agree on everything. But I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for the Cobra. Funny bastard, really.
I know you got Monaco this Saturday, so just go through the card before we close off.
Yeah, Akhmadaliev against Espinoza, really good fight. The reality is, and people don't like to hear it, Inoue is ducking Akhmadaliev. He's swerved the fight twice when mandatory has been called. And
Inoue's ducking Akhmadaliev, apparently.
True.
And always ducking Akhmadaliev.
Who's Akhmadaliev?
MJ, come on. You're mandatory.
Jordan?
You're mandatory that he's ducked twice for
Mandatory?
Goodman and for TJ Dehenny. Don't you
We're
start.
doing our IBF
Don't you start.
mandatory.
Yeah.
Can you cut?
Yeah, hi, Carl. It's Carl Moretti, by the way, my favourite top-ranked friend. Yeah.
I think you
Yeah,
need
we'll
to
do, yeah. Okay, mate, yeah.
Go on, Eddie, I'll let you go.
And Akhmadaliev against Espinoza. Chev Clark going for the European title at cruiserweight. Big fight for him, Mosquera. A fight I love, Gary Cully against Maxie Hughes. Great ding-dong. Beatrice Ferreira defending her world title. And Terra Moana, the big Australian heavyweight. Wait till you see this kid. He's something special. And it's going to be packed in there. It's actually, we're going back to the arena in Monaco, which is a bit bigger than you've been before, haven't you? To Monaco, to the casino.
Yes, I have, yeah.
We're in a different arena that holds more people. It's completely banged out. It's going to be a great night. And then off to Riyadh, and we close the show.
Thank you, Eddie. I'm not sure about the jacket, but
Oh, mate, come on. Goes with the eyes. You know what I'm saying?